Hello and welcome to the penultimate day of the Playsheet Podcast's team breakdowns for the 2021 NFL Draft. First up, we have the San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers finished the 2020 season bottom of the NFC West with a 6-10 record. While it's easy to simplify this as a post-Super Bowl hangover, there were actually a number of factors in play, including a stuttering offense, a slew of injuries sustained by key players early in the season, as well as being forced to play some home games on the road due to the COVID pandemic. Leading up to this year's draft, the 49ers were involved in a pivotal three-way trade, which has had huge ramifications for how the first round will play out for a number of teams. In effect, San Francisco sent the Dolphins future first-rounders in 2022 and 2023, as well as a 2022 third-round pick, to switch places and move up from 12th to 3rd overall in the draft. Clearly, the 49ers are going to draft a quarterback, though as everyone knows by this stage, it will be the third guy off the board at the position after the Jags and Jets take Lawrence and Wilson first and second. So who will the 49ers take? This has been one of the off-season's biggest unknowns, and San Fran have played it relatively close to their chest, though the smart money is probably on Mac Jones. The prevailing narrative is that Jones does not have the same ceiling as either Justin Fields or Trey Lance. However, most reports right now seem to suggest that he is Shanahan's man. Let's quickly break down why. Jones is not a particularly mobile quarterback. His game is not predicated on going off script or extending plays. Several scouts have commented that his success in the NFL will be determined by the 3 Ps, and that's playmakers, play calling and protection. His strengths are football intelligence and the ability to work through his progressions and reads and make the right decisions. Traits often overlooked by more casual observers when big-armed stars are graded out of college. So why is this player a fit for Shanahan over more athletic prospects who might seem better suited to the modern game? While offensive coordinator at Washington, Shanahan built a team around a mobile quarterback and got burnt. RG3 flamed out after a season and a half, while the simpler, less heralded Kirk Cousins fitted better into the system and won just as many games. Shanahan doesn't rely on players needing to improvise and go off script. It's not his style. His preference is for a QB who plays to the system and plays it well. With that said, it's obviously not Shanahan's sole choice, so it could still be Lance and it could still be Fields. If one of those quarterbacks is still on the board at 12th overall, the trade which San Francisco have made to move up suddenly looks horrifyingly misguided. After quarterback is addressed, the primary need of the 49ers is cornerback. Barrett and Williams are both in the last year of their contracts, therefore medium-term replacements as well as immediate depth are required. In the middle of round 2, Eric Stokes looks a potential good pick for the boundary, while Asante Samuel Jr. projects well in the slot. Beyond this, moving late into day 2 and then day 3, expect the 49ers to pick up depth on the O-line, D-line and in the wide receiver group. The team is currently carrying 12 wideouts on the roster, but once you look past Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk, there isn't really too much in terms of starting talent. San Francisco have mortgaged their immediate future on whichever quarterback they pick up third in this year's draft. The core of this team remains a strong one, especially as difference makers like Nick Bosa and Dee Ford return from injury. However, if Shanahan and the front office have miscalculated on who they pick up under centre, it will hurt this team for years to come.